microphone on, but Joe was just telling me all these tools he's got in the tool chest. And I'm reminding him to use all of them. Telling you get one of these, especially if you can figure out how to even make you one like we did this one and put a big heavy duty solid steel bigger spring on here like we got on this one, and it will work the heck out of your cardio. Of course, it'll help you with your reflex and general movement. It'll help you with your timing, and it'll help you with the accuracy of your strikes tremendously. So get one of these and incorporate them in. So we do about 20 minutes on these things daily. Even when he's doing heavy back work. And this just really works you. It works you a whole lot. All right, guys. I'm probably going to shut this door here. Although we enjoy this breeze coming through. My wife's going to have to go to a parent-teachers association meeting, PTA meeting, at the school where she teaches at. So we've elected to work here at the house because the crybaby down here, not this big one, but this one down here that you see his ears sticking up, he's literally the perfect guy. We love him. What did I hear out there? I see him breathing. But when we leave him, he's got a separation anxiety. So if we leave him at the house over 30 minutes, he starts howling like a werewolf in the moon. And the whole neighborhood hears it. And I don't know why I worry so like that. It must be the Englishman in me, because nobody else around here worries about bothering anybody. But Joe's going to do some shoulder work here and some push-ups, I think you said. Yeah. That's what we're going to do today. I think what he's going to do is go through and do 3 sets of what he's going to do here at the house for the shoulders. Again, you know, he's been nursing a sore shoulder, but you hadn't done any shoulder work in 4 or 5 days, maybe 6, since we had any shrugs, if you combine the weekend with it. And yeah, he says 5, he thinks. So he's going to do some very light shoulder work here with some dumbbells, and he's going to do some push-ups. And we're going to see what happens, because we work through things around here, folks. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about supplementation and things like that in the context of yesteryear versus today. And I believe it's very important. So while Joe is going through doing what he's going to do, so you'll do this, Joe, and then at the end do some sets of push-ups, right? Okay. So he's going to go ahead and start, and I'm going to talk to you. He's using very lightweight here, but it's just enough to work him, because I can tell. All right. For those of you that may have watched the last video that I put out, I was talking about the snack program in boxing. Snack program is a coma boat from a gentleman named Victor Conte. Who is Victor Conte? Victor Conte is the guy that's been ran out of not only Major League Baseball, but many a sport in general for cheating. How did Conte get away with it? Conte got away with it because he was working with the biological labs that do the testing. Well, how'd they get him out? The labs that are doing NCAA, collegiate, college, sport, NFL, basketball, Major League Baseball, those labs are not the lab that Vita Testing uses, whom is doing testing for the boxing organizations. So what did Conte do? He got kicked out, basically kicked out. I'm saying basically, but for surely baseball and other sports, but basically kicked out of all of sport for skirting and getting around these drug tests, not because he's got a magic bullet to be able to do it, but because he's very corrupt and working with these lab agencies or now he's down here doing push-ups, exactly what I thought he was not going to do, but go ahead and do it. Keep going. Because I was going to get the camera on him if he separated these exercises. But you don't have to. Don't worry about it. You just keep going. They know when you get down what you're doing, so don't worry about it. And take your good time in between here, Joe, because I do not want them shoulders overworked. So anyway, getting back on point here, these testing places are biological companies, right? It's important to understand that. But companies as in what? Roche Biomed, that used to be Carolina Biological, that used to be in a small town that I lived in. That's where it started. And they sprung out and bought up other companies and have become very huge. But that would be an example. And Conte has been working with, promoting certain biological testing companies that have helped him skirt around. This is why when anybody gets on the snack program, they are not just getting supplements that are refined a little better or something like that. When you see those guys, you know that oh my God, y'all hear this shit. Not only do you, if you have to look out the window and tell him we don't want nothing to do it. All right. I got off point here again. Has promoted with, worked with these stock holding companies. They're publicly traded companies, and they're going to do what they can to test what they can. And if he's bringing so many people in the door through any types of organizations, he's going to get the nod. He's going to get the extra favors. He's going to be looked upon more favorable. Now, when you come up on YouTubers online that think they know all this stuff, and because there's 100,001 boxing news channels, they actually really don't know the process and how it works. I said in the video yesterday why this was so pertinent to me is my uncle, Joe's great uncle, and my cousin, Joe's second cousin, were both Major League Baseball players. And my uncle, as a matter of factly, played with folks like Yogi Bear, Mickey Mantle, all these guys that are people my uncle was fortunate enough to get to play some ball with, either in the minor or major leagues. My uncle's best friend was Chuck Connors, who had a TV series called The Rifleman, and my uncle It's a long story. I'm not going to go into it, but my uncle ended up working in LA and Hollywood on many, many movies that you all have watched or TV series that you all have watched. And he's been passed away for a while now. But the crap part is, Conte was helping all these Major League Baseball players like Sosa and the other guy. I forget when they were having that home run thing going in the 90s. I remember it vividly. I was a well adult then. But Mark McGwire was the other guy I was thinking about. And it was another guy that played for the San Francisco Giants. Anyway, while these guys were out here breaking records and others, these were people that my uncle played with, my cousin played with. And these guys didn't have these extra advantages. And Conte got kicked out. So what does he do? Where are you going to go if you get kicked out of sport for doing something wrong, cheating, anything bad? It could be betting cheating. It can be fixing cheating. It can be testing cheating. Any type of cheating imaginable. If you get kicked out of a sport, what's the sport you can always go to? Boxing. Let me tell you guys something. I'm going to have Joe stand up a second. And I don't know if you guys remember or not, but Tank Davis at a promotion went to have the guy hug him or pat him on the back one of these fights a couple of years ago, and Tank Davis pulled away from him. You get back, you get away from me. And it was Bernard Hopkins that was going to touch him. And Davis didn't even want nobody touching him. And a lot of people on these channels were like, well, what's this? What's going on? Because they don't know nothing. All they do is sit around and talk about pay-per-views and ridiculous but important stuff to the sport stuff. At any rate, you could literally, folks, brush by, shake somebody's hand, hug them, and if you got skin-on-skin contact, you can contaminate that fighter, and you can get him to where it's a problem with him. And if you're fixing to turn pro, you better start learning to be careful. Keep everybody away from you. Never accept tea, milk, sugar, coffee, anything from anybody. And you know what? You might want to not go to the same place for breakfast every morning or something like that. Just hop, skip, and jump around where nobody's going to know exactly where you're coming. Because you'd be amazed that you hand a few $1,000s to somebody, and really now today you can hand $100,000 to somebody and get somebody to touch somebody, put something in the water, the coffee, a plethora of different things, food, and really get somebody messed up. And Conte is one of the kings at avoiding detection, and he's the one that spelled out how they all cheated, yet he's still doing a lot of these things. Any idiot knows he is, that knows about these things. And you've just literally got to be very, very careful. You just have to be, because you don't know what people will try to hurt you. Don't be naive. Your own promoter may try to hurt you, and that's why Tank Davis don't like people touching him. See? And I'm convinced that Ryan Garcia probably got touched, and where that 1/100th of 1,000th that the same idiots that promote snack, the 1/100th of 1,000th found in Ryan Garcia. And I'm not a huge Ryan Garcia fan, but that little minute uh, do for nothing bit that was found in his system of that one thing, it might have been brought about by somebody giving him a cup of coffee, touching him. It's something like that. And you've got to be careful. But the same people that would rag Ryan Garcia on these boxing fanboy channels are the same people that will defend another guy. So I just say make it clean, make it across the board, keep the sport clean. Joe's been clean all his life. Do I know that something ain't been in some meat he's made? He's basically a carnivore diet guy. Do I know if something that maybe is ingested into the beef? I don't, all sorts of things. But I'm telling you, he's clean. And biggest way to get me to come after somebody armed would be to beat up my boy and then be found to have something. So I'm not so sure. Y'all don't understand this. You don't get it, and I get that you don't get it. But I'm engineering something here, and all he's got to do is continue. And if he continues, we're going to write our own destiny. We're going to make the own destiny. And I can tell you here and now, there may be a fight in the beginning where he's got to face a snack guy, but it won't happen over twice. And then I'll just damn well demand that whoever he fights can't be on that program. And you want to know why? It's because my eyes are open to what's been going on in boxing for years and years and years. You guys look to Ali listing too, and you think Ali did a miraculous miracle. I look to it, and what I see is a thrown fight, because that's actually what it was. We all knew it at the time. All the announcers at the time knew it, and it's just something that don't get talked about today. And I mean, I've been around the block a lot of times, and young guys coming up, you better watch what you're putting in your system. Watch where your food's coming from. Watch who's getting around you, and don't let nobody touch you. And I'm damn well telling you, you go into a gym and somebody else is using the facilities, you might want to take alcohol and wipe down everything that you get on, that you touch, and that you grip that somebody else is using, because somebody will try to even set you up that way. And I'm here to tell you it's very easy to do. I put out several videos on Panama Lewis's cheating, on Angelo Dundee's cheating, and a lot of others cheated. I have put several videos up showing young guys how to try to combat cheating within the ring. But I'm telling you, what goes on out the ring, I couldn't even, unless I was standing beside a fella, wouldn't even begin to know. I'd have to be with a guy. And you need somebody with you that's going to be able to watch, because don't sit here and think you're going to be a prize fighter watching YouTube boxing news channels, because it ain't going to happen. It's just not going to happen. You got to really be careful out there, guys. And for you fanboys, love you guys. The sport's got to have you. I'm a fanboy too. We all are. However, give some people some breaks that's been around the block a few times, that know what's going on, because there's way more to this sport. These young guys that are working their tail ends off in and out of these camps, most of the great ones are literally in a year-long camp. it's just going constantly and just picks up a few notches when an actual camp's going on. And you guys think you see it is a blistering, hurtful, hard thing for these fighters even to fly overseas out of the country from where they live to go see other events. And you also, walking through seeing interviews and you think, oh, well, ain't they got the life of Riley? Isn't that good? No, it's not really what you think it is. So I have no idea what the hell is going on here. I got people coming out from other neighborhoods when we cut a video on, but anyway, just be careful out there. The world ain't like what you see it. And I'm going to get off of it because I'm going to get positive no matter what anybody does. Newsflash to the damn lot of you. Be nice online. I need to work on that myself. Be nice. Because I'm telling you, you may FOFA. Come here, Joe. You may FOFA and run up on him one day, and it ain't going to work out like you think it's going to work out. Because we ain't nice, touchy-feely people, and we're not normal like you think you are, sitting behind on the other end of a computer being ugly to people. So be careful out there. I'm finding myself only getting riled up in my older age when people are messing with us. And, but I will get riled up and combat cheating in sport, and especially in boxing, because boxing is dangerous enough being on the up and up and being on a level playing field. And I literally mean this. There's no joking going on here. I would go to anybody, Don King, his son, any other guy you can think of, Mike Tyson, whoever. I don't care who it be. The sitting heavyweight, the baddest MMA guy, it makes no difference. And if somebody cheated and hurt on him, I would handle it just like that. And that's the mentality that we all should have, see? And we should all give everybody a fair shake. God bless Larry Holmes, who's getting up there in age, and I hadn't seen him talking here lately, so I worry about him. But he always said, give a fella a break. Give a guy a break. And that's what we need to be doing online. We need to be positive and give people benefit of the doubt. Try to educate somebody. Try to get educated. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to come at us with this, and we're going to hit back because we're not taking it online. We're not taking it out of a magazine, out of a movie, anywhere. And we're certainly not going to take it to our faces. And that's the way we all need to be behaving, like we're men and holding one another accountable, and there'll be less ugly in this world. So, where you at, son?
I did 3 sets of the shoulders.
Stop on that work, yeah.
And I've done 60 push-ups.
You want to do a few more push-ups? Is your shoulder okay? It's not hurting that bad? You sure? I don't know how much I believe that, but we'll go with that.
I'm doing good.
To do about 150 or 200 push-ups. So, got a light work day going on here, nothing big. My wife's actually doing an online class. She got out of the school where she works. She's come home. She's teaching an online course right now, and then she's going to be back out the door for a Parent Teachers Associate PTA meeting. And I love it because the more busy she is, the less I have to put up with. Ain't easy being me. So, and I want you all to know, and Joe will tell you this too, we'll tell you everything everything that we're telling you is out of love. It may sound forceful, might not be so pleasant every moment of every second, but Joe's got a lot of love in his heart. But Joe will be the first to tell you. Joe, what do you say about love all the time? Tough love. Did you hear that? Tough love. Joe says, I got no reservations out of practicing tough love on this guy or that guy. We're not playing like what you consider in a powder puff world in the 2020s as normal. We're playing like 1920s around here. Ain't nothing going normal like you consider it.
Those are apples. Entonces vamos a copiar apples. Vamos a copiar eso se llama.
You gonna come back in here with us, Rock, or you gonna stay in there with Mama or with us? You staying with us? I would too. It's more fun with us. So we don't mean things out of ugly or nothing like that. And but you're 2020s, we're 1920s. And I'm telling you, ain't nothing getting better, bigger, stronger, or faster in this world. There's a lot of cheating going on. Back in the day, Jack Johnson came up out the farm. Who were these guys I was talking about? Jim Jeffries came up out the farm. Sonny Liston came up, Joe just said, came up out the farm. These guys, these great headbangers, Jess Willard came up out the farm. Jack Dempsey came up out the farm. There was other things that these people did, but they were farm boys. And the whole lot of them. And the hard workers, man, work strength. And you guys look at these guys today and think, oh my gosh. And, you have to consider that we've got bottled, cleaner water. We got a lot of advantages today that are too numerous for me to even mention, plus a lot of cheating, see? And I got no problem if they do it like bodybuilding, set up a natural league and set up a unnatural league. That's fine. And I get where somebody's going to want to pull the lever and try to get an advantage on another guy. I come from a family of professional athletes. I get it. I know it. I've done it. But having a systematic thing that's pay to play, that's no good, guys. That's no good. And it seems to me that the same liberal people that push the filth are the same ones that that are liberal and want everything to be more even. So these guys are none of practice what they preach. What you got, son?
120. The light's coming back in.
She coming back. God almighty.
Oh, she's going to be.
You going the other way?
Oh, the noise.
And you know what? Another thing, give a guy a fair shake in respect. That guy over there, that knucklehead over there, his name, his channel is Blue Blood Sports TV channel. And boy, you do say, he puts up all these live videos and he's got 269,000 subscribers, but then don't get around 10,000 views on videos that have been sitting a long time. And the reason being is nobody really likes him. They come watch and then he upsets them and they don't go back. Now, as far as our channel goes, we're a little bitty channel, but we're not covering we're covering us. We're not covering everybody else. And besides the fact we're in Colombia, South America, we're putting out what we put out in English. It's coming with the pinpoint IP address going into YouTube from Colombia, and we don't get as many views. When we get back to the United States and start IP addressing out of there, it's going to shoot up. And we'll see what happens. But I'm not basing anything off of YouTube views anyway. This is not the Ryan Garcia show over here. It's not a popularity contest. It's a truth as best we can figure it and hard work channel up in over here. See? So, and I am trying to lighten up, just get on the good stuff, and trying to light fires up underneath people to get them motivated and work hard and do the best they can. I mean, because that's what we're trying to do. It's very difficult, and and especially when you're trying to follow Christ, because Satan will work through every knucklehead he can get and weak person that he can get, including good people that he can get his hands on, to try to tear down somebody that's trying to walk with the good Lord. That's what demons do. They go get up on people and get them to where they can't. That guy kept sitting there going, hit the link, hit the link, hit the link. I was like, oh my gosh, you have no idea who you're talking to, you nut. And he's, one of these liberals. You can't reach them. You can't reason with them. You can't converse back and forth. And the only reason he's for this snack program, Victor Conte's probably got online with him a time or two, or something like that, and possibly, or got online with a friend that he knows. Or the simple truth is, he's just a fanboy, and the guys that he roots for, because he gets in knockdown drag-outs. That's all this guy does. Get in knockdown drag-outs with people over Boxer A against Boxer B. And that's not what we do. We consider ourselves one of those people. We're not one of these sitting back wanting to be fans. And they come in all sorts, and a lot of them are very popular. A lot of people, they're fortunate enough, they go around to these boxing events and get their photos taken with a lot of these famous guys. And boy, you'd think they know everything, and they don't know their fanny from a hole in the ground. And that's about all I'm going to say on that right now. We're just working hard around here, trying to push forward. And newsflash for everybody, a lot of stuff we work on folks don't see, and we are mixing a style together that would, it's not quite peekaboo, it's not quite Ali, it's not quite Joe Frazier, it's not quite George Foreman, it's not quite Tommy Morrison, it's not quite Sonny Liston, not quite Floyd Patterson, but it's got a lot of all that type of stuff and more wrapped up into it. We are spending Joe's young lifetime here at this thing. And when he's not busy excelling and being the top of his class, as he is, this is what we're doing. And we're doing one thing or we're doing the other thing. And I found out earlier today that my son, some people could get on to me for this, especially my Christian brethren. But I'm a horror movie buff. I like scary movies. And I found out my son likes them too, but I kind of found out earlier today that Joe, what was you telling me? What movie you hadn't seen?
Psycho.
Psycho. And I'm going to get Joe to go back and watch. I don't know if they've done a remake, but if they've done a remake, I don't want him to watch that. I want him to watch the original Psycho movie. So he watches some movies. He does some gaming, but the gaming he does is not settling around doing this all day on a tablet. He's never had a tablet. And but he's got a nice PlayStation and he gets on it when he wants to, but he doesn't abuse it. We're working, man. We're just working. And I tell Joe every day, you know, no matter what avenue you go down, it's going to be a cakewalk to you compared to what everybody else is going to be moaning and crying the blues. And it's going to be a cakewalk for you. And I couldn't imagine him turning professional one day. I couldn't imagine it for the other people in whatever weight class he's in at the time. Because if that ends up being a full-time profession for him for a while, he'll be doing it from 6 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. Eating, breathing, and sleeping it 7 days a week. Where the rest of you are, not the rest of you, where so many of them are going on what they perceive to be godly endowed gifts and working 4 or 5 hours a day. And it ain't going to work out right for them, I can tell you. That sort of thing, the snack program, none of that's really going to work for them. And you all shall see. You all shall see. And the only choice is for him to keep deciding on a daily basis he wants to continue. Because I tell him, you stop it. Any day you want to stop, you stop. Because this is not a sport where somebody should be pushing their son.
No amount of steroids is going to stop you from getting your job, bro.
Yeah, I hope that come through on the counter. He just said no amount of steroids is going to keep you from getting your jaw broken. And if he finds out about it, and look, boxing's easy. It'll be easy for me if I'm still on the road with him. You guys would be amazed at how I can find things out, right? Whether it's 1,000 miles away from me or right up under my nose, I can sniff things out. I know how to get people to rat their own selves out. I've been doing this decade after decade, and there'll be times if he decides to continue, we'll know who's on steroids before they get in the ring with him, and he'll know. And it ain't going to be a good day for him. Ain't going to be a good day for a cheater where we're concerned. And I will leave no stone unturned and let nothing go. And I've seen this done in sports all the time. Well, the coach says, well, this guy says, well, the commissioner. No, we're not playing by those rules. What you got, son? All right, we're going to stop here and then we'll let you rest up, and then a little later on, if you want to do some more bag work, we'll do it. So I want to tell you guys, if you're cheating, it's going to come back to haunt you. It's going to come back. It's going to catch you. People that have cheated and played with other people's lives, God's going to have something in store for you. He's going to cut Satan loose on you, who's been ruling your life while you've been playing with other people's lives, and it's going to come back on you. And you can sit and laugh and be all this and be all that till your face turns blue, but it ain't going to work out well for you. Fly right and do right. Christ is King, Lord, and Savior up in here. We hope He is up in where you are. And if we ain't, we unapologetically hope He will be. Everybody have a great day.